Good day everybody, Nerfcraft here. Welcome back to Terraria. Unfortunately this is a voiceover since apparently my mic was muted the whole time. So what you saw me doing on the map just then was me looking for the meteorite that fell several episodes ago. I couldn't find it, so I'm using meteorite resources from the treasure bags to make an artificial meteorite biome, so I can spawn a certain enemy and get the resource for another boss spawner. So you can see me just kind of building up a chunk of meteorite. Kind of uneventful at first, but then I put down enough blocks and the enemies start spawning pretty soon. Like right there, that's one of the ones I need to take out for the boss spawn material. It didn't drop it the first time. I got back to building my little block of resources, and as you can see, that second one there dropped it, but now I'm starting to get swarmed by other enemies because of the meteorites. Just because I want to finish out making that perfect square of meteorite. There we go, it's all finished. Gonna keep going at the enemies, as you see. And what are these? Meteorite slimes. They're actually called space slimes. They look kind of interesting. Didn't even know they existed. So I do have the resources I need. It's just kind of hard to remember that when I'm being attacked. But I'm going over there, and I'm coming over to craft the spawning item. So there it is. And here's a cut, actually. So, yeah. Here, I made an arena. You gotta go way up high to spawn this boss, so I had to go way above my sky island. I actually had to use the grappling hook to hit the arena. But, here's the spawning of it. It wasn't a particularly difficult fight because of how much gear I had and just the traits I had from progression. But the attacks are pretty interesting, and I do think that if I was earlier in my level of equipment, I probably could have lost that. But I won it fairly quickly because I have some really advanced weapons. And I got hit by one of the projectiles there, lingering after the defeat. And you can see me kind of checking out the weapon I got as a reward. So that's what it does. Haven't really tried it out in combat at all. But here's another cut. Here is where I'm discovering the void biome so I can fight the second of 3 bosses this episode. And as you can see, it's really just the 2 islands and the big strange machine there. I'm kind of trying out the weapon I found in the chest. It's not great. And I'm just kind of looking around, fighting the enemies, seeing what's going on, checking out the machine. I know what it does because I've read the wiki for the mod. But I'm going back, just grabbing the other chest from the second island, and the weapon I got from that wasn't actually that great. It's kind of like a weaker version of the Arcalis. It's slower, deals less damage. I got that thing. I didn't know what it did, so I had to check out what it was used for. So I'm not quite sure how to get that second material there. I'm sure if I could get it, that accessory would be really useful. And here I'm checking out how to get the boss spawning item for the second fight. And I'm also kind of checking out the other recipes at the same time. But that's the one I need there. So I'm going to go back to base. Put the stuff away. Except for the... well, I still need the gravitation potion so I can get up to the island. And I had actually forgotten what the item was called, so I had to go back to the recipe book. And I clicked on the wrong interface. So this time I got it. There we go. And now another cut. I'm coming back over to the islands of the void, and I'm getting ready to start the fight. So I start by clearing out the enemies and then start attacking the boss itself, Sagittarius. And as you can see, I'm kind of just switching between weapons to try and do what I can. I guess I still haven't learned that the penetrator is too slow to be actually good. But I'm actually doing a pretty good job of dodging the boss's attacks. There I'm using my nether cane, which is actually a very effective weapon. And those attacks, pretty easy to dodge. There is actually some boss dialogue, but I can't see it. Actually, I didn't even notice it till just now doing the edits. But the boss dropped really quickly. And I got that melee weapon. Not great. I mean, it hits kind of hard, but that's about it. As the description of the item says, it's a piece of metal. You whack things with it. So there, I'm just checking out what the special wood type is. Nothing special there. I'm going around kind of fighting the mobs for a little bit. That cut there is... now I'm going down into the dungeon with a lifeform analyzer to find the spawning item for the last boss. And I was turning off my informational accessories, except for the one, because it's actually an entity. But you can see there that the peculiar mirror actually showed up there for a moment. And I'm actually kind of searching for it. I don't know where it is. And it's gone again. So I know it's in this area. I didn't see that skeleton in the bottom right corner, so I thought it was over to the left. And now I kind of found it. So I'm starting to dig my way over there. And I have to turn off the racial accessory because being a dragonkin, I have 25% less mining speed. But I hit some dirt and stone that's a little bit faster for me to dig through. And there's the peculiar mirror. So I just gotta break through the wall, clear out the enemies, then click on it to spawn the boss. Well, it's actually just a mini-boss. It's pretty easy. The fight's coming up in just a moment. Turning back on my potion. And touch the mirror. There's the enemy. Flying through its health super quickly, of course. Because I have such powerful weapons. Just gotta go a little more. And it's down. So I'm just clearing out a couple inventory slots so I can pick up all these items that are on the ground. Going straight home. And putting away the stuff. depositing the informational accessory. Here I'm looking through the boss checklist because, as you can see, that's the last one. Pre-hard mode is complete. I only have one more boss to do, and the game switches to hard mode. So hard mode will be coming next episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.